live real quick. Hold on. Yes, we are live. Okay, welcome back to Disco Elysium, everyone. As I always say, this is my favorite game. Really happy to play it on my channel. Hold on. All right, we're ready. All right, let's see where we should go now. I'm trying to think of who else I can talk to. Hold on.
Fuck, does Kuno care? Kuno.
Who doesn't fucking care?
Yes? What is
Yeah.
it?
Did you hear that? Did you hear me sing? Did you like it?
That was pretty good, Harry. Wasn't it, Jean?
Huh, that was... Yeah, that was absolute shit, if you want my
Shut
opinion.
up, man.
Drunken shit. Haven't wanted anything to end this badly since I had cluster headaches. Horrible. Truly horrible. I beg of you, don't ever subject anyone to this torture again. I mean, seriously, you need to...
Jean, it's not right. Don't make it worse, and I really liked it.
She actually did.
Again? I can't...
All right, we gotta figure out some stuff to do because I don't know. There's not really anyone else I can interact with. Hold on. Yeah, those two guys aren't there anymore. Huh. Alright. I interact with this, I guess.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic. A silver plaque, not a good track.
Yeah, talk to this lady again.
The woman looked.
Huh? What is it? What do you want?
Nah, never mind. Okay. I'll tell you what. I think we're just gonna interact with some item, guys. That I already interacted with
Police
this.
badge on which you see the photo of a man. Some seaweed is stuck to the back.
Look at
The
photo.
man keeps winking at you with his green-grey eyes. The photo, but the badges need 8, maybe 10 years. The guy in the picture is rather good-looking. He's got a nice haircut and is distinctly lacking in massive sideburns. What do you think? His face is already contorted by the expression, although it looks less grotesque on him than it did on you. It looks like you had quite the charming face way back then. Your hair is brown and slightly curly. Your eyes seem more clear somehow. The lack of alcohol swelling is a bonus, though there's a pinch of that in your cheeks already. Don't be fooled. The bad times have already begun. The badge in your hand shines as you...
I already interacted with this. Okay. Did I interact with this? I think I did already. I'll interact with the
A
cockatoo
cockatoo
thing.
is a parrot with an erectile crest
'Cause I like birds.
found on the Seminine Islands and in southern Fas a la Mer. Known for their intelligence and general precociousness, cockatoos are popular birds in aviculture. However, they often exhibit various behavioral issues. This book talks about the delicate nature of twos, as well as introducing some of the most popular species among the bird enthusiasts. The funeral cockatoo, the major majestic cockatoo, and the most common bang-bang cockatoo. It's colorfully illustrated.
Alright, what problems do these birds have?
Where to even begin? All cockatoos are known for their needy natures, requiring attention for at least 2 full hours a day. They love to talk and have been described as lovable clowns who just don't know how to wrap up.
I could handle that. It would be nice to have someone to talk to and family.
Pet owners also report moodiness, loudness, and hostility as recurring issues. If left unsatisfied, cockatoos may scream non-stop, pluck their feathers, or become aggressive.
Alright, that's pretty bad. Anything
It
else?
is not recommended to get a cockatoo if you're not able to cook them food every day and give them the full care that they need. These birds will never understand that you have a life of your own.
Yes, but there has to be something great about cockatoos as well.
You're right. Cockatoos are magnificent creatures. They love to perform, cuddle and show off, and will even scream for fun, often as loud as up to 135 decibels. Not great for the neighbors. Performing? Yes, birdie.
Cockatoo.
This is a yellow-tailed black cockatoo. Its specific name, Psittacus venereus, relates to its dark and somber plumage. This bird looks as if dressed for a funeral, 24/7. There is something indisputably ominous about it.
Read about the major majestic cockatoo.
Perhaps the most impressive of all the species, the endangered major majestic cockatoo, is often described as the most flamboyant bird in the jungle. Its pink-colored wings and flowing crest embellishing its proud and bumptious nature. In the words of poet-explorer Sir James Fournier, few birds more enliven the monotonous hues of the verdant forest than this big, bold, and beautiful species.
Worry about the most common bang bang cockatoo.
Despite its banging name, the bang bang cockatoo is actually the shyest of the species, common in almost all Seminoles forests, as well as zoos and homes all over the world. Its plumage is mainly gray and white. The Seminoles name, bang bang, is thought to be of onomatopoeic origins.
Honestly, this bird does sound a bit like me.
Yes, but all those cockatoo species are so different. Which one are you?
What if I'm just a fuck you patoo, a fuck up and a cockatoo?
You're right. You're a fuckatoo embodied. This sorry-ass bird belongs on your heraldry. It probably doesn't even have feathers and only screams.
Yeah? But alright. I guess I'll read this.
In your hand, you hold Dick Mullen and the mistaken identity. The brittle paperback feels fragile to the touch.
Same on the cover.
The cover features a pastiche of different scenes. In the foreground, a man in a dark overcoat clutches a pistol to his chest. Rising up behind him are two silhouettes wrapped in a passionate embrace. The tagline reads, Detective Dick Mullen must prove his innocence after an old friend is murdered by someone who looks just like Dick Mullen. That seems to sum up the premise nicely. Needless to say, it violates nearly every RCM regulation for a detective to investigate a murder in which he is a suspect.
Are you really reading that, detective?
I really didn't know who this Dick Mullen guy is.
Good luck finding it. He's not much of a character, I think you'll find. Just a stand-in for the reader.
The point is for the reader to feel like they're solving the crime along with Dick Mullen. A crude narrative convention, but no less effective for it.
Start reading.
The story opens with a knock at the door. Detective Dick Mullen is greeted by an old friend, Charlie Spillane, who's come to Mullen to ask a favor on this dark and cold night. Spillane needs Mullen to drive him in from Vespa to a small town along the Elysium coast. Despite his friend's apparent agitation, Mullen does as he's asked, then returns home where he passes out drunk, as he does most nights. An extremely unprofessional and hurtful stereotype that's offensive to all upstanding officers of the law.
Look, I can't judge.
2 days later, Mullen is arrested by the Vespa police and charged with the murder of Charlie Spillane. At his interrogation, Mullen learns that Charlie Spillane was shot in a bar in the very town Mullen dropped him off in by a man matching Mullen's description. Desperate to clear his name, Mullen manages to convince the Vespa police to release him for 3 days so that Mullen may solve his friend's murder and prove his innocence.
The cops released their prime murder unaliver suspect so they can find the real unaliver. Are you shitting me?
What's the matter, detective?
I don't know who's writing this shit, but I get the feeling they aren't experts on unaliving investigations.
The lieutenant shrugs, resigned to the idea that his profession will rarely, if ever, be accurately represented in art and literature. They're not shitting you, detective. This is what the writers think passes for police procedure.
Okay, so Mullen didn't do it.
Of course, Mullen didn't do it. That's the whole premise of the book. Anyway, Mullen returns to the seaside bar where Spillane was murdered and meets a beautiful, mysterious woman named Diana Denerva.
Nice, a dame.
And not just any dame. She's truly one in a million. A knockout whose mind is as dangerous as her curves. But she's got a secret.
Man, who doesn't?
Secrets are the currency of human relations. Your secrets are unknown, even unto you. So does that make you a rich man or a beggar?
That's getting interesting. Keep reading.
Deneuve reveals that she was Spillane's lover, and that he was mixed up with a local amphetamine smuggling operation. As soon as Mullin begins pulling at strings, the whole conspiracy begins to unravel. Not only is the local police captain in on the amphetamine ring, so is the son of a powerful politician and a strung-out art collector named Torvald, each of whom has his own reasons for wanting Spillane dead.
I want to tell me about the corrupt police captain.
Outwardly, the old police captain is a real law and order crypto-fascist, a barrel-chested man who's beaten his share of suspects to pulp. But he's also dirty and increasingly paranoid that someone's going to expose his role in the drug ring. He would certainly have the motive and the means, but the captain walks with a noticeable limp from an old war injury. Is it possible that he was able to conceal it long enough to commit the murder?
Want to hear about the police officer?
A typical privileged twat. In all likelihood, he's just in over his head. He does bear a personal grudge against Spillane, though, a former prosecutor who nearly brought down his father's administration. The kid doesn't exactly have Dick Mullin's manly build, but he is the correct height. And while interrogating him at his home, Mullin did notice a certain overcoat that looks suspiciously like his own.
What was that about, an art collector?
Torvald, the art collector, is a strung-out mess. Frankly, it's hard to imagine him holding a pistol steady enough to actually hit someone, let alone plug them 3 times in the chest the way Spillane got did. That said, Torvald and Spillane have a long history, and while interrogating him, Mullin discovers that Torvald was once involved with Deanna Deneuve. Could it be that this is all over a sordid love triangle?
Okay, let's get on with the story.
One evening, Deanna Deneuve comes to Mullin's hostel room in tears. The two of them drink half a bottle of vodka, and soon they're seeking comfort in each other's arms. Yes, comfort and pleasure. The warmth of another human's touch. The burning taste of liquor on her full, sweet lips. Well, that testimony won't be admissible any longer.
How does Mullen expect to solve the unaliving if he's sleeping with witnesses?
The man's a prosecutor's nightmare. Solving a murder counts for nothing if all the evidence gets thrown out in court over police misconduct. That's just Dick Mullin's modus operandi. He might bend the rules, but he closes cases like no one else can.
Nice, get it, Mullen.
As the two lovers share a post-coital cigarette, Deanna Deneuve turns to Mullin and says, "By the way, Dick, there was something else I meant to tell you. I love you." Whatever it is, Mullin never hears the words. A blow to the base of his skull knocks him out cold instantly. When Mullin comes to, Deneuve is dead on the hostel bed next to him. To make matters worse, his clothes are covered with her blood.
Double fuck.
Mullin trashes his blood-stained clothes and flees the hostel, knowing it's only a matter of hours before the cops discover Deneuve's body, if they haven't been tipped off already. Fleeing a crime scene, destroying evidence. Even if Detective Mullin didn't commit the murder, he should be facing years behind bars. Dick Mullin won't be sent to the clink for the sake of some legal niceties. The heat is on. If Dick Mullin can't solve both murders before the cops catch up to him, he's going away for life. Can you solve the case before the cops close in?
But I've got some questions first.
What is it, detective?
Why does everyone close to Dick Mullen wind up dead? Why did
It's a dangerous line of work, but somebody has to do it. That's why Dick Mullen never lets anyone get too close.
Why did Dick Mullen become a detective in the first place?
There was never a time when he wasn't a detective. He was born a detective.
Was I not born to be a detective?
For a moment, you cease to read the story on the page and see the book for what it is. A collection of brittle, cheaply printed pages held together by glue made from the hooves of horses. You won't find the answers you're looking for here, in other words.
Why bother solving crimes when the world is so evil?
Is it really so evil, detective?
Yep, it's pretty fucking evil. You do want me?
Then, why are you still here?
I don't want to let Kim down. Yes,
Just make sure you don't lose him. You'll not find another like him. It's true, in more ways than you know. But then, what does this book know? It's just a poorly made piece of pulp garbage, made to be consumed and discarded.
I don't have any more questions. I've figured it all out.
So, who did it, detective? Who killed Charlie Spillane and Deanna Deneuve?
Communism killed
What?
them.
That doesn't even make sense. There's never a straight answer with you, is there? You just get hooked on random stupid notions and then repeat them every chance you get. Now go on. Find out who really did it.
Finish the
You
book.
begin furiously flipping through pages. Even as you know these books follow a series of well-worn tropes, you find yourself completely engrossed. You're turning pages so fast, you don't even notice the ancient spine coming unglued. You try to grab the pages as they come loose, but your fingers aren't quick enough. They're gone. Dozens of pages scatter across the ground. The last fifth or so of the book seems to have been lost.
What?
It's possible that you could gather and reassemble the pages, but it would take way too long.
Wait, what? There wasn't even a QTE thing. Huh? Here's stupid old horse
Ah,
blue.
yes. The problem with mass-market paperbacks. They are not made to last. Perhaps this is a sign that you should get back to solving your own murder, huh, detective?
In your hand, you hold 4/5 of Dick Mullen and the mistaken identity.
Put the book away. Alright. Alright. We'll probably, let's read this, and then we'll...
The edges
Yeah.
of the pages are worn and smudged. A lot of people have read about the Devil Woman's altercations with the Helmdall Man.
Look at the back cover.
The jacket copy proclaims, "Man from Helmdall returns in his most exciting adventure yet. After crashing into a strange jungle, cannibalistic natives abduct his only surviving comrade, Noble Tyribald. Before Man from Helmdall can mount a rescue, he is ambushed by a tribe of female warriors and taken to the ancient citadel of Cloud City, where a mysterious and wicked queen rules supreme. Will Man from Helmdall be able to escape his dire situation and find his missing friend?"
Time to look at the book.
You open the book to a random page. Man from Helmdall, wielding his two Zweihanders, is carving through a sea of savages, his visage fixed in grim determination. His arms, whirling like windmills, are soaked with the blood of his enemies. Mangled corpses litter the battlefield. Good God, this is some retrograde stuff. When was this shit written? You flip to the copyright page. This book was written in 38.
Shit, gritty and heroic.
Berserker rage burns in his azure-hued eyes as he brings glory and honor to his long-lost Helmdaller tribe. From the village of Helmdall, the ivory giant roars like an ice bear, and the winds of Gatla howl out his name.
Give me more.
Man from Helmdall rides on a gilded griffin, his golden mane billowing in the breeze. Both Zweihanders sheathed on his back. He is off to war. Will he conquer his enemies? Will he conquer himself?
Onward.
The steel muscles of Man from Helmdall gleam in the humid jungle air. Yet the man does not sweat. In meditation, his soul drifts in the frigid Northlands he calls home.
Holy shit, this is so me. Really getting
A
hit
passage reads, "The man from Hjelmdal looks up, his eyes blue as the mountain lakes of his homeland. He rarely speaks, but now his voice booms in the darkened throne room. Do not try to sap my masculine essence, wicked temptress. Son of Hjelmdal will never succumb to your seductive wiles. Thine spells are no match for purity and strength of will. Brothers of Hjelmdal, stand above the vices of flesh, for it is weak and corruptible, yet mine is forged in gore and strife." Queen Lydiana just laughs, a sultry and salacious sound, then says, "I have grand plans for you, man from Hjelmdal." She gestures her diabolical hand toward an array of potions and unguents. "First, you shall please me. Then lead my armies against the vicious cannibals. Not a muscle moves in the face of the man from Hjelmdal. Yet inside, there is turmoil. This goes against all he holds sacrosanct."
Wow, this is epic.
In the final pages, man from Hjelmdal mounts Gallavarin, his mighty griffin, and turns his gaze to the horizon. Queen Lydiana is dead, but an army of cannibals is storming the gates, and still there's no word of trusty Tyribald. To find out what happens next, you'll have to pick up Man from Hjelmdal and the Three-Eyed Skull, available in fine bookstores everywhere. Spring 39.
Put the book away. Okay, yeah, not happening now. Hold on. Let's save real quick. I'll have to interact with one more thing, I guess.
The note is written with a blue pencil on.
Alright, that guy already. Alright, never mind.
Medicinal purposes of the Pale. The cover of this heavy tome features a number of esoteric symbols.
Open the book.
Flipping through the book, you find a number of sections on the general benefits of the Pale. A large pharmacopoeia makes up nearly half of the book.
What's a pharmacopoeia?
You come across the following explanation. While modern pharmacopoeia are continually updated by so-called experts based on the results of clinical trials, readers will find assembled here the timeless wisdom relied upon by generations of traditional Seolite medicine practitioners, Mesk mystics, and Ilmaran folk doctors. It's all quackery, in other words. Finally, something to calm the angry spirits that have been plaguing you. It seems to contain descriptions of the medicinal properties of various ingredients that may be gathered from the Pale, as well as instructions for producing a variety of herbal remedies.
Everything in there about restoring lost memories?
There are a number of Seolite tonics that promise to improve your short-term memory, but nothing that speaks to your condition.
I just want something that will soothe the relentless torment of my existence.
What you're describing is booze. You don't need any herbs for that.
Anything about curing an apocalyptic hangover?
There's nothing in here that speaks to hangovers directly. However, while browsing through the various descriptions, you become convinced that you could assemble something from the ingredients listed here. Want to give it a shot?
Rub your hands together. All right, book. Let's see what you got.
First, you need to choose a base ingredient.
Bring a fish, fresh mint.
Next, you need to combine the base ingredient with an appropriate vehicle.
Boil tea made from birch bark.
Lastly, is there anything else you'd like to add?
A spoonful of sugar.
The combination of mint and birch bark make this tea relaxing and good for the digestion. It won't do much for your hangover though. Would you like to try again?
Yeah,
Very well. First, next, you'll need to combine the base ingredient with. Lastly, is there anything else you'd like? The ginger root will help with the nausea, and the birch bark tea will help you flush out the toxins. The ginseng should give you more energy. As a nice bonus, the very thought of this tea causes your muscles to relax and your mind to clear. You're more present and in control than you were a moment ago.
They were feeling
A tingle rushes down your spine, and you feel your toes uncurl. If only it could always be like this.
I want to try to concoct one of those things over here.
Very well. First, choose a bed. Next, you'll need to combine. Lastly, is there anything? You've created a delicious tincture of whiskey and ginger. According to the pharmacopoeia, it should increase your energy and focus, though, in your experience, it's only done the opposite. Would you like to try again?
Yes.
Very well. First, next, you'll need to combine the base ingredient. Lastly, is there anything you've created? Would you like to try again?
This stuff is all a bunch of hooey anyway.
You close the book and find yourself staring at the familiar cover once more.
Put the book away. There we go. Alright, now we can go. Alright, it autosave. Okay. Now we can go talk to the one guy.
Gendarmerie, you found me.
His slender figure is backlit by city lights, its distant streets and motorways flashing like diamonds. It feels like a Friday. He seems to be in a good mood tonight.
We got your hint, found the key right under that stone.
Beautiful. So tell me, are you here to make things right again?
That's what I'm aiming for, yes.
Beautiful. I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting.
By the way, I'm really digging the view here. What is the city sign?
That's why I chose this place. Martinez is special, isn't it?
Wait. Suddenly you are digging things?
Is it Friday tonight? It feels like Friday.
Yeah, it does feel like the end of the week.
Yes.
Such gentle weather.
Tomorrow's Friday, though.
Even the rain feels nice.
Why do I want to meet your friend?
Trust me, you do.
Very well, I'll talk to him, but first I have to talk to you. I have so many questions.
That's nice, but I don't have anything to tell you. It's my friend you're looking for, not me.
He takes another drag of his unfiltered cigarette and looks around. It's getting dark, and the neighboring windows have lit up, one by one.
Besides, I've got to run.
He's going to leave you alone again. That's sad.
Run where?
To the city. It's a beautiful night.
If you promise that we'll talk again, it's important.
Something flutters in the corner of the lieutenant's mouth as you're saying those words.
We'll talk. Just not tonight. Take care, all right?
I see. You walked right through Kim. That's weird. I don't know how you did that, but all right.
And he's gone again. Looks like it's becoming a theme for him.
He's always leaving. Why is he always leaving?
Who
Kim?
knows, detective? It's a mystery.
There's something so different about him that I just can't put my finger on.
Different, of course.
His shirt. Why is his shirt always button?
His shirt. His
His shirt.
shirt.
His shirt.
He's trying to dive deep
His
into
shirt.
the mysteries of his shirt.
His shirt.
His shirt.
No, I don't know why his shirt is always unbuttoned. Come on, detective, let's go.
All right. I feel like I could have asked a better question. All right. Save.
Officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
You shouldn't be seeing him in an intimate setting. For some reason, you feel this man is your superior. Superior, but he's not in the command chain.
My name is Charles Vildrouin, and I am an official with the coalition government. I work for the Institute of Price Stabilité on assignment from Sur-la-Clé. I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super. I am here to assist you in any way possible. Ask me about the hang.
He seems like a cultured gentleman. You should ask him about the finer things.
Went to the bed before we go on. I absolutely have to inquire about this wonderful canopy.
Oh, yes. My friend has a great eye for these things. He refuses to tell me where it came from. It's a mystery. I believe they call this type of frame industrial. It's very comfy. That's really all I can tell you about it.
The lieutenant takes out his notebook and nods to you to proceed.
You actually witnessed the lynching?
I'm sorry to say I did, officer.
He didn't see the hanging. He saw the little show staged by the Hardys. Let him talk. He may know more than even he knows.
Is it because you did it, Mr. Villatron?
Because I did it?
My apologies, I misspoke. I mean, what did you see?
Officer, it's very difficult to describe what I saw that night. It was so surreal to me, like in a play.
He holds out his hands and blossoms his fingers, like a drama teacher setting the scene.
What do you mean, like in a play?
It was just so strange. I could barely comprehend what was happening. I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in, carrying what looked like a body. And then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead, one by one. That's when I understood. I should not be seeing this.
That lines up with previous testimony, doesn't it? Well done, detective.
Thank you, sir. I think we've got the picture. Anything else stand out?
Only that there were about 8 or 10. I couldn't make out anything. It was so dark. And it was quiet. Quietest lynching I've ever heard of, let alone heard. But I suspect you knew that already. I can't say I'm surprised. The fine reputation of the men and women serving in the RCM is well-deserved.
What's an official like you doing in Martinez?
The coalition is only looking out for the price stabilité. Inflation is a killer, like a heart disease blocking the normal circulation of the economy. It must be controlled. The economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international oversight.
Okay, but what are you doing here in this apartment?
Well, I'm renovating it. It is an interesting project. The building used to be a 12-story skyscraper before the cannons took the top 4 stories off. This, of course, happened when the coalition forces landed here. You could say I'm undoing some of the material damage the international community caused when we arrived here.
You're some kind of bureaucrat?
Yes. As I said before, I am a commissioner from Sur-la-Clé working for the Institute of Price Stabilité.
Wait.
Oh, my bad.
isn't
I'm sorry,
actually
guys. I
an
skipped that.
Institute of Price Stability, is there? Or maybe there is. God, it's impossible to understand whether someone from the moral intern is joking or not.
What is this international community?
La communauté internationale is what Revacholians colloquially call the coalition. In other words, the nations that stopped the disaster of the revolution.
What is the price stability?
It is the most important thing.
That doesn't tell me anything.
It's the central goal of any sound monetary policy. Maintaining the price stability is essential to maintaining high levels of economic activity, which is essential for maintaining high levels of employment, which is essential for maintaining the social stability.
Basically, it makes sure the price of bread doesn't change.
Précisément. Too much inflation, bread becomes too expensive. Too much deflation, it becomes too cheap for bakers to produce. That's why the Institute of Price Stability works to keep inflation just below 2%.
Below 2% of what?
But not too far below, no. Too below is also bad. Below, but close to 2%.
You're not answering my questions at all.
The coalition believes in the importance of informing the public about the benefits of the price stability. Transparency is one of our principles. Would you like an informational pamphlet?
No, I'm good.
A sound monetary policy is essential for addressing uncertainty. Stability is the raison d'être of the moral intern. It's the reason why I identify as a moralist. But oh, I don't have my leaflets on me today. That's too bad. You can always call our information line. Making information available is part of the moral intern's commitment to transparency.
I've heard about the moral intern before, but I want to know more.
It's the International Organization for Moralists, hence Moralist International. The Institute of Price Stability is just one of its many mind babies, as is the coalition.
So we're actually working with the moral intern. That doesn't seem so bad.
There are more nefarious powers to work for than the moral intern.
We're back to the Sunday friend. Are you a moralist?
But of course.
Am I a moralist?
Well, do you value freedom? Do you believe in a normal, stable world governed by democratic values?
Hell yeah. Right. You're became a lieutenant. Are you a moralist?
Me? I'm a lieutenant of the RCM, dedicated to maintaining law and order in Ravachol.
A very moralist answer.
The lieutenant is practiced in the art of putting on a show for one's superiors.
What is a normal, stable
The
world?
Occident is part of the normal world. Oranje, sur la clé.
Martinez doesn't seem very normal or stable to me.
Martinez? No. Martinez is something else.
What about the rest of the Revachol? Is it part of the normal world?
Revachol is generally difficult. It's led by an interim government, which means it hasn't yet achieved full democracy. But they are working towards it. You're all doing very well here, relatively speaking.
It's like every time it's like every time I'm talking to people, I'm choosing option D. None of the above. Is that moralism?
Is this option D usually
The world's most laughable
reasonable
centrist.
answer?
Alright. Yes, everything else is super extreme. It's like I'm living with a bunch of lunatic.
Sounds like you're a moralist indeed, my friend. Welcome. Moralism is all about compromise and achieving the achievable. It's pragmatic, realistic, and level-headed, an ideology for doers. Are you a doer, my friend? It looks to me like you are. Now, enough of this delightful political interlude. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Tell me about Sherlock Lab.
What's there to say? Sur-la-Clé is a modern, urbanized country that measures very high on the Human Development and Freedom Index. Mostly, though, it's known as the executive heart of EPIS. Moreover, it is a great sponsor of less emerged countries. Revachol is only one of its many darlings whose progress it supports and cherishes.
Darling? That can't be an official designation.
What makes Revachol Sherlock Cliffs darling?
Because a great percentage of Revachol's culture hails from Sur-la-Clé. Its language, its people, its cuisine even. Or at least in the downtown La Delta area.
Tell me about the Orang.
Oranje is an exemplary nation who, as a core member of EPIS, contributes 28% of our annual budget.
Which one
Next
of them
to
is?
Sur-la-Clé, Oranje is probably the most prominent member of the international community.
Which one of them is more EPIS?
As founding members, they are both very EPIS. Oranje carries a lot of political weight, while Sur-la-Clé takes care of the business side of things. Sur-la-Clé hosts the headquarters of the major EPIS institutions.
Okay, but outside of EPIS, what is Orang?
Oranje's economy is one of the most advanced in the world. It has successfully transitioned from heavy industry to advanced services and generally acts as an engine for sustainable change in the international community.
But that didn't tell you anything about Oranje.
Once heard from here that they are reasonably sized superpowers. After your head.
That's one way to put it, yes. They certainly have the power to exert influence over others, but they only do it in the name of regional stability. After all, Oranje is a moral internation, not some crazed Mesk petro-fascist state.
Enough business. Talk about something
Whatever
else.
you wish, officer.
What if I told you there's a fugitive from the Moorland turn Martinez?
A fugitive?
Hypothetically speaking, you might add.
Hypothetically speaking.
Well, I would say that is very bad indeed. Not super. What sort of a fugitive are we talking about here?
Pretty serious, like corporate espionage type stuff.
That is extremely serious.
Mm-hmm.
Corporate espionage may technically be legal in Revachol, but elsewhere it's a very high-level offense. It violates a number of international agreements, in particular the First La Charte Accord. This fugitive must be turned over to the ICP immediately.
Insane clown posse.
Have you apprehended them already?
A moment, if you don't mind, sir. You do realize what you're doing, don't you?
Of course, you're turning over a dangerous lawbreaker. You're dooming a young woman in an hour of desperation.
Posse could be really getting your whole effect. Tell him about her. Huh?
Very real trouble. I won't tell you how to do your job, but remember, this is an RCM matter. Make sure you weigh your next words carefully.
He won't tell you how to do your job, but a good police officer knows when to listen to his partner. When you turn back, the man is looking at you, expectantly.
I meant that as a hypothetical. I don't actually know about your corporate espionage.
Ah, that's right.
Huh?
You did say this was all
Oh, they're all downstairs.
hypothetical scenario.
No, they're all downstairs.
What?
They're all downstairs.
They're all downstairs. Oh,
Yeah.
Buddy's down there too?
I don't know. Is he in your room? If he's not, then he's downstairs. Then, yeah, they're all good.
Phew. For a moment there I was concerned that we had quite the situation on our hands.
No, they don't need to come up. They're fine.
A bullet deftly dodged, sire.
They're all just napping.
Now that that's settled, was there anything else you'd like to discuss?
Man who was lynched outside your window was from Moraine.
Oh, that's unusual. The Oraniers are not the kind of people you associate with heinous crimes. It's such an upstanding and responsible country.
That's not how I would describe this guy.
Well, certainly one cannot rely simply on generalizations. That would go against our commitment to individual freedoms. And, of course, any loss of life is a tragedy.
His name
So
was
tell
Lele.
What have you learned about the victim?
His name was Lele.
Lely? That's an interesting name.
Lele wasn't his real name. It was Nampikwa.
Ah, he was a soldier.
Mercenary.
Aha! A condottiere.
He was a motherfucker and a
Yes,
killer.
it's hard to believe they still exist.
He was a motherfucker and a killer.
Officer, you shouldn't speak ill of the dead.
Okay, he told me so.
So you spoke with the victim before he died?
Yeah, it was a wild coincidence. Let's move on now.
The man seems slightly relieved, as though he's just narrowly survived a perilous bend in the road.
He liked to get high and brag about war crimes he committed.
Extremely distasteful behavior. I cannot condone either drug use or needless boasting. Suffice it to say, that is not how we do things in Sur-la-Clé.
He was a poor kid before the Ornate's government and the military academy.
It's the responsibility of any good welfare state to take care of its most unfortunate citizens.
They turned him into a psychopathic unaliving machine.
They gave him a successful career. What else has your investigation uncovered?
After he was discharged from the military, he joined a group of mercenaries.
That is extremely unfortunate. Yes, it's regrettable that this practice has a history in certain Occidental nations, even highly advanced members of EPIS. But rest assured, the Oraniers government has committed to producing a timetable that would lay out a path to transition to a professional army. Soon, there'll be no need for mercenaries like this poor man.
What kind of timetable are we talking about here?
Oh, it's hard to put an exact date on it. I believe the proposal for the timetable is due to be completed around 60 or 61.
What? That's like a decade from now.
See? That's the kind of progress that the moral intern makes possible.
As a merc, he unalived a lot of people on the Seminoles Islands to advance Ornate's business interests.
Oh, great shame, yes. Colonialism is a dark specter in Oranier's past.
Who's talking about the past that's still going on?
Which is why the work of the moral intern is so critical. It is our great bulwark against another century of bloodshed.
That's all. That's who he was.
As I said, the loss of any life is terrible, no matter who the person may have been. I do hope you're able to bring his killer or killers to justice. We must show that the rule of law still applies, even in Rivachol. A moment. Do you have everything you need from me?
Oh, wait.
I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave. It's against diplomatic best practices for an official in my position to be discussing murders with local militiamen.
That's not the real reason he's so apprehensive. Men in his position shouldn't be seen loitering around in underprivileged young men's apartments in the middle of the night.
I'm not going anywhere. I just want to take a look around the
Sure, go ahead.
Alright, now I can talk to him again.
Was there anything else?
You telling me about your friend?
Ah, my friend. My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra, and life has not been easy for him. But he understands the importance of education. He has taken his future into his own hands, and that's all that matters.
What's Kedra?
Kedra is a candidate member of APIS. But, between you and me, their potential membership is a more contentious issue.
What do you mean?
That it's never going to happen. They entered negotiations in 21, and it's been pending ever since.
What's this EPIS thing you keep talking about?
EPIS is a very special program developed by the moral intern to support certain Occidental nations. It began as a unified system of weights and measures, which proved to be a wild success. Nothing but kilograms and centimeters as far as the eye can see.
God, yes. Sweet standardization. The backbone of rationality and commerce.
It was such a wild success that we expanded it into an economic union for the processing of steel. Another success. And between you and me, the moral intern feels emboldened by this success. Emboldened to take EPIS to the next level.
Okay, but like, what does it stand for?
Why, it stands for progress and stability, like the moral intern as a whole.
No, what do the letters stand for?
It's been such a wild, extraordinary success thus far. We are very excited to take it to the next level.
You don't even hear the words I'm saying, do you?
A supranational political alliance. The United States of Occident.
Is it going to be like this place?
You mean Rivachol? No. It's going to have transparent democracy.
Is Rivachol going to be part of EPIS?
It's one day going to be a candidate member of EPIS, sure.
Except that candidate members never become full members, do they?
Didn't you say that candidate members never become real members?
No. Candidate members do become members. Why do we even have the whole system in place if they don't? It just takes time. Time and evaluation. But we were talking about my friend here, not politics.
How did you two even become friends?
How did any of us become friends? Bad things happening on the Insulindian Peninsula? Oil platforms ablaze in the night? Civil wars lasting for years? Finally, The international community is forced to step in.
What are you talking about? No one becomes friends that way.
Au contraire, it's how millions of people end up where they are, meeting the people they meet. It's how I came here, and my friend too.
You still haven't told me who he is.
Sorry, who?
Your friend, the smoker on the balcony. We were just talking about him.
But I told you, officer. He's a bright young man here to pursue his education. Education is the foundation of our future, especially the arts. It is a cornerstone of our civilization.
Fine, but what's his real name?
Officer, you have to understand. I can't give you his personal information. I'm sure you have your own methods and databases, right? Please don't put me in this situation.
All you can tell me about him is that he's here to study the art.
He's deeply enmeshed in the study of the fine arts, yes.
As though you weren't envious enough of the boy as is.
Which art?
He's a truly free spirit. He likes all the arts. Perhaps graphic design, printmaking, who knows? The world is open wide for a talented youth like him.
What are you doing in his apartment by yourself?
I'm just enjoying the view.
What view? It's dark outside.
Listen.
What? I'm not hearing anything.
The Insulindian Bay.
What about it?
This place used to be a luxury accommodation before the revolution. Apartments, of course, were much bigger then. A few walls have been added here and there, leaving some of the tenants without a private bathroom or a kitchen. But the million real view stays. You can't take that away.
I was asking about your friend.
My friend comes and goes. I'm sure you'll see him around. He's a busy bee.
A busy bee? What an odd choice of words.
I had something else in mind.
I'm all ears, officer.
Thanks, I've got all I need.
Of course. I'm glad I could help.
Alrighty, well, let's save, guys. Okay. I visit that one club again. Let's see. Can I go back in, or is it not going to
This door is made of no one answer.
Let's go.
Okay, alright.
The gendarme returns. What do you need?
You two wrote that article in Elysium, didn't you?
You've read our article.
That I did not expect.
Well, don't keep us on tenterhooks. What did you think of the essay?
The delicate egos on these boys. Even though you're just some cop, they're desperate for your approval. Hey, you're not just some cop. You've got highly developed critical faculties. Now's your chance to show them off.
Show them your edits. Actually had a few pieces of constructive criticism.
The young man takes the folded-up magazine with some hesitation. As he reads over your annotations and emendations, a look of deep concentration comes over his face. He has the look of a man spread naked on the operating table. He can feel the cool metal of the scalpel, the bracing sting of the antiseptic, and yet his expression isn't wholly unpleasant. A part of him actually seems to enjoy the attention.
What does it say, Steban? I can't see.
They're good notes. A little brutal on questions of style, but he's not wrong about any of it. Would it be alright if I kept this for a while? I'd just like some time to think about your comments.
Sure, you can hang on to it.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Alright. Save.
The gendarme returns. What do you need?
Is it?
The gendarme returns. What do you need?
Is it?
The gendarme returns. What do you need?
What's there to be scared of? You've really been cracking the books these last few days. You can go toe to intellectual toe with any reading group in Martinez. You've spent a not inconsiderable amount of time arranging the works in your mental library by theme and period. All the ideas and references you'll need are ready at hand. Now, chin up. You've got this.
This is just the group I've been looking for. When do we start?
Oh, you want to start now? Sure, we can manage that.
You've caught him off balance. The momentum is already in your favor.
Go ahead and take a seat. Since we haven't had time to prepare an exhaustive questionnaire, I think we can keep this interview more freeform. Why don't you tell us a bit about the books you're interested in? And we'll just see where the conversation goes.
Like you guys are really getting into political and historical subjects.
Absolutely. It's the only proper foundation to develop a real understanding of events.
But once you get a political lens, you can read anything critically, even those film a dollar man.
Interesting. Say more about that.
This is a good start. They're starting to loosen up. You feel relaxed and in control. Soon, you're in a lively back and forth on the political substrata of the Hiamdalaman universe.
But don't you think that pornographic fascist mythology gets pretty tiresome after a few books?
Let them know your interest in muscle man literature is much more high-minded than they're giving you credit for.
Oh, entertainment. I'm more interested in them as a cultural aspect.
Ah, well, there's certainly value in that kind of reading. Comrade Mazov says something on that note in his collected speeches.
To find victory in the cultural war, we must first scout the battlefield.
These kids are eating out of your hand, practically. Another quarter of an hour disappears. The questions come rapid fire, but you have an answer for every one. Now you can sense things starting to slow down. The interview must be reaching an inflection point.
But to Comrade Ulix's point, isn't there value in reading really difficult books, just for the sheer challenge of it?
To be honest, these days, I prefer escapist stuff like classic Mullen.
I'm sure as a gendarme, you have a very interesting take on the Mullen character.
Now's your chance to end this interview on a high note. This is your area of expertise, after all. That's right. These two young men naturally defer to your aura of authority, which you nevertheless wear as lightly as your halogen watermarks. This is your chance to show off your own critical faculties. Show them what an introspective cop looks like.
But in the end, Mullen is a reflection of a politico-legal institution that you're consignably divided between protecting the people and defending the material interests of capital. Literally.
The lieutenant doesn't speak, but you believe you detect a slight widening of his eyes, as though he never expected such a cogent thought to emerge from your mouth.
A compelling point for sure. We'd probably be better off if more police officers learned to think so reflectively about their social function. In any case, I think we've heard enough. We could use someone with your perspective in the group. With just a bit more theoretical foundation, I think you'll be making real contributions.
Yes, I would say he's got serious potential at least.
And with that, welcome to the most ideologically advanced materialist reading group in Martinez. Here's your first assignment. It's an overview of inframaterialist theory. A little basic, as you'll see, but one has to start somewhere.
It's my very extensive reading list.
You're going to fit right in, I think. Come back when you're done. We'll be here pretty much every night after 10 p.m. Do be sure to take your time with the reading. We'll be eager to hear your thoughts.
Leave. Save. Oh, it already auto-saved. Cool. Wait on, I'm gonna talk to him some more. I talked to the other guy, probably not. Yeah, I can't.
You're back.
Is that all he
You're
says?
back.
Okay. Alright, well, we're leaving. Probably now we gotta get off the bed.
Hello again, officers.
The headless found rider. He could appear at any minute.
Please tell me we are not here to look for a headless man in a tracksuit riding a horse. Because there's no such thing.
It's good to see you. I enjoy your channel. Oh, thank you. That means a lot.
Don't listen to the lieutenant. He doesn't know anything.
I would, we'll just wait and see.
There's nothing to wait for. We should get some rest. It's been a long day.
Oh, okay, sounds good. Alright, I already texted you what to get. Yeah, that sounds good. Right. Okay, sounds good. I'm just going to wait a few more minutes just in case.
Yes, stay. What's a few more minutes going to hurt?
There, we waited. Nothing happened. Happy now?
Nothing here, you lied to me.
Your ears hum from the silence inside your mind.
This has made me unspeakably happy.
I know myths and
Unhappy.
legends are enticing, but in the end, they're just stories for children, to teach them lessons or to frighten them. Let's go. It's very late. We should be resting already. Tomorrow will be another tough day.
Alrighty.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Why was there a bullet under the floorboards of your shack?
Damn that girl.
A bullet? You didn't put it there, did you? She did.
Gone and hid things in there? She's usually a good tenant, and not a stupid one either.
You rented the room to her?
Yes. I let my room to that Ruby girl. As I've done before when she's been in trouble or just looking for solitude. I've made it clear. We welcome all kinds of people here.
When was this?
She came last Friday, left on Monday in a hurry. What has she gotten herself into, that girl?
That's for the police to find out. Right then, please answer each question to the best of your ability. I'm sure we have a few.
You said she left on Monday?
Yes, early with the dogs, around 8 o'clock, I think.
She probably heard the lieutenant's Kanema drive by, and it woke her up, just like it did you.
Damn, she must have heard your Kanema.
Yes. That is a downside of having a 130 kilowatt engine. It lets the bad guys know when you are coming.
Is the room exactly as she left it?
I cleaned it, like I always do.
Was there anything else there?
No.
The truth, sire.
What is she like, Ruby?
She's good company. Knows how to talk to an old woman. At my age, you don't get a lot of quality conversation. So I really appreciate that about her.
Did she talk to you much during her last stay?
No, she was mostly silent this time. Kept to herself.
What do you mean?
She tried not to let it show, but I could tell she hadn't come to fish. Usually she likes to cast a few lines, but this time she mostly stayed in her room.
Why do you think she left the bullet there?
How would I know? She's a gruff one, but not violent. She doesn't go around toting a gun.
You could ask her about your hunch, that it was a desperate measure. See if she thinks Ruby fits the bill.
I have a possible explanation in my mind.
Aye. Do tell.
It's an exit plan.
Exit from what?
Her life.
The lieutenant stops writing for a moment. He looks at you, then at the old woman.
No, she's a fighter.
She really believes that.
Or she was a heavy drinker of anger issues. You ever witnessed that kind of behavior?
Nothing of the sort. Sure, she was no stranger to the bottle. She fit in that way. But I only knew her to have a beer on the beach while watching the sunset. She isn't what you'd call a drunk. Even offered me some from time to time. Said it was part of the communal life. But I never saw her lose control of herself, the way some people do.
Do you have any technical equipment with her, like radio stuff?
Not that I know of, though she was into nice music. She once showed me a few mixtape millions she'd made. Although I guess she was pretty handy with the mechanical and technical stuff. Even fixed the heater in the shack. You should be thankful for that.
Where did she go? Move on.
I don't know. Further up the coast. She tried to leave quietly, but the hinges on that door screeched like a cat in heat. Woke me up. I heard her rushing in those heavy boots, heading up north.
It's a peninsula. She might be trapped.
You'll never find her, you know. She knows the coast like the back of her hand. You only just arrived.
I wouldn't worry about that, ma'am. We are persistent.
Further up the coast we go then.
Are you sure you would rather stay here? Get a nice cozy fire going in the heater? Seems like a better idea to me.
The failed electric mural. You feel like you should go look at it again. Step closer this time.
I had a few more questions about Ruby.
What more do you want to know about that poor girl?
Enough about Ruby. I had other questions.
Yes, let's hear those other questions.
Goodbye, I'm off.
One thing, officer. If you do find her, please go easy on her.
She really means it. It's an honest plea.
She's a good girl. Whatever she's gotten herself mixed up in.
Let's save. Yeah.
It's getting late, and it's snowing.
Good night, officer. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
Enter the shack. Alrighty. I think we're kind of getting a bit close to near the end of the game. Not like insanely close, but we're kind of getting there. Alright.
The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. Still, you've earned a rest.
Go to sleep.
The place feels almost like home now. Quiet and dignified around you. A new life by the seaside. You're incredibly tired. The darkness and warmth come fast. You're falling asleep.
It's easier this time. Drifting off, your head has found a comfortable indent in the pillow. Your legs and your torso feel like lead weights sinking to the bottom of the sea, until they're suddenly light.
This respite, you've earned it, brother. Bask in the darkness. Let it swallow you up and swivel you around while you forget Everything you've managed to remember.
I've been bad. I haven't earned this.
No, you haven't. You've just been.
Is this the last stream?
No. This is the one before that. We'll just keep cycling it for you if you don't mind. As long as we can. Spin it like black yarn.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Thank you, Darkness. Thank you.
You're welcome, Harry boy. You earned it.
Fall into a deep, uninterrupted sleep.
After centuries of darkness, the alarm rings. But what's this? You actually feel rested. There's no time to cuddle with your pillow, however, or as much as shiver from the cold. The world awaits.
Open your eyes. Alrighty. Good morning. Alright.
Hi, gendarme. Another rendezvous.
Hi.
Hi. So what brings you here?
Hey, hold on. What are you doing here?
Admiring the atmosphere. What about you, officer?
I'm here to. I don't live here anymore, so I'm here to kick the mess. Solve the case I'm working on.
Maybe you should figure it out, detective.
Tell me again about that muscular type who came to investigate the crime.
Oh yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. I think he was going through the entire building, asking questions.
What did you tell him?
Nothing. That I didn't see anything.
Can he believe
Why
you?
shouldn't he?
Did you tell him about your friend?
What friend?
Your Sunday friend, that witness.
No, I don't think it came up.
What did he look like?
Muscular, handsome, strong, like one of those military types.
Was he alone?
Yes, but he was speaking to someone on his earpiece.
His earpiece?
Yes, you know those tiny speaker microphones that fancy security guards sometimes wear.
What was he saying?
Just reporting back whatever I was telling him.
Besides muscular, did he have any other identifying traits?
Oh, let me think. He had an accent. He sounded like one of those mercenaries. He sounded vaguely Oranese. No, not vaguely, scratch that. He sounded definitely Oranese.
Thanks for the information.
Sure. Anything else on your mind?
I met your Sunday friend.
You did? And how did you like him?
You're right, he was magical. Magically bureaucratic.
I told you, he can be very useful. I guess that's the charm of powerful people.
Who is he?
A visitor from the first world. He's not like you and me, gendarme. He can always return.
Well, I said he wasn't
to his
gonna
opportunities in
return.
Occident, Sur la Clay. Still, his coming and going brings some life to the village. Or is it just money? I don't know.
What are you two?
Friends, I told you. Sunday friends. Friends who like to get together from time to time.
What does it mean, a Sunday friend?
That he won't be there when times get tough, I guess.
Is that even a friend?
It is. On Sundays.
What was he staying at your place in the middle of the night?
He has keys.
Why,
And he
man?
likes the view. To the sea, I mean.
I don't want to talk about other people. I want to talk about you.
Hmm? What about
Just
me,
a second.
gendarme?
Give me a
Bye-bye,
second.
gendarme.
Alright, we'll save. Oh crap. Alright. I gotta delete some save, guys. Hey, when it gets to that part. Okay, save. All right, so we're gonna leave it off today, guys. We'll play again, not tomorrow, but on Saturday. Okay, thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye.